Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to British 876 Sports. Week 2, game day 2 of the Premier League up and running. Arsenal has just ended their game, winning their game 4-0 against at home to Leeds United, newly promoted team. Where should we start? Arsenal dominant performance. Never in doubt from the start of the game. Leeds actually came out showing a bit of promise in the first 15-20 minutes on the counter attack. But Arsenal was never in doubt. What can we say about Arsenal? Did we see anything new today? What do you think? Before we proceed, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Where we talk sports here, we talk Premier League. It's the new Premier League season up and running, and we will be speaking about the Premier League, La Liga, and whichever game is of interest. So please click the subscribe button, watch the videos, leave a like on the video. Remember to comment. Feel free to comment. Let me know which team you represent. Let me know where you're from. Today Arsenal just won. I'm looking at the post-game reviews here. Timber got the man of the match, scored 2 goals. What can we say about Arsenal? Personally, I'm not hating on Arsenal. Should they be ashamed of their tactics? Will these tactics hold up against the greater teams? Majoring in set pieces, corner kicks. Is that what big teams do? Should big teams actually major in scoring and dominating corner kicks rather than in-game plays? We don't know. Arsenal, however, has been for the past 2 seasons majoring in corner kicks, dominant in corner kicks, beating teams, using that as their strength. And it's without a doubt that everybody knows you don't concede corners to Arsenal because they will score from corners. Today they scored twice. They won 4-0 against a Leeds United team, a newly promoted Leeds United team. But the result was never in doubt anyway. Arsenal started a very seasoned lineup. Their centre backs has been playing for the past 2-3 seasons. Yeah, it's actually 5-0 actually. I missed a goal. Yeah, Yucker scored actually a penalty in the 95th minute. Arsenal started Yuckers up top. Now let's touch on Yuckers a bit. Is Arsenal better with Yuckers? It has been said that Arsenal need a number 9. They need a number 9 so badly to take them to the next level. Will Yuckers take them to the next level? Watching him today, I have my doubts regarding that. Will he be able to shine against the big team, against the City? Will he take them over the line against Champions League opponents? You never know. But from what I see today, I don't think Arsenal with Gyökeres was any better than Arsenal with Havertz up top. Definitely not with Jesus up top and Martinelli and Saka and that front three. Today Arsenal fielded Madueke up top. No, I'm trying to take them serious. But buying Madueke and starting Madueke, thinking that Madueke will be an upgrade to Saka or to Martinelli or to Trossard. And I don't know how I would feel about that if I was an Arsenal fan, but that is for Arsenal fans to conclude. I think Madueke was the least productive of the Arsenal front three, or the midfielders nonetheless. But as I said, Gyökeres and Madueke inclusion is not an upgrade on Martinelli, and Gabriel Jesus, and Kai Havertz, in my opinion. Zubimendi in midfield, I think Zubimendi is a Jorginho type player. Now, is Zubimendi at the level at which Jorginho is? Wait, let me check. Recording, yeah. Is Zubimendi at the level at which Jorginho is? Absolutely not. I haven't watched much of Zubimendi. Manchester United played against him, and I saw him again today. I think I saw him a couple times pre-season, and I don't think he's at Jorginho's level. And when I say Jorginho, I'm talking about Chelsea's Jorginho in the latter stage of his career, not Napoli's Jorginho. So more to come from Zubimendi. Odegaard came off today due to an injury. Um, I think a lot of pressure is on Odegaard from Arsenal fans and from the broader fans. Personally, you shouldn't expect goals and assists from Jorginho. Jorginho is the type of player that links play right through the game. He produces a lot more than just goals and assists. It's unfair to just link everything to goals and assists, right? And if Jorginho comes out of the Arsenal side, he will need replacing. He came off today due to injury. 1 year he came on, didn't have that much composure. Doesn't play with that much composure as Odegaard does, but good player, 18 years of age, 1 year. Arsenal fans thinks a lot of him. Do I think he's the next big thing? Do I think he's Odegaard's level? Do I think he's Saka's level? Do I think he's that caliber of player? I am not sure. Still waiting for more convincing, but nonetheless, Gabriel and Saliba looked great in the back line. Great partnership, solid. Timber right back. I believe he got man of the match today. I believe Ben White has a better um, synergy with Saka on that right side, but the coach seems to want to play Timber. So, Arsenal 5-0 against Leeds. Smashing scoreline actually. No, never in doubt. Is this a sign of things to come? I don't think so. It was Leeds. They were at home to Leeds. Should be convincing this game. So, the litmus test for Arsenal, for your careers, is against the bigger teams as per usual. Will they sit back and rely on set pieces? Will they expect that Odegaard should come up as match winners when the team needs some sort of goal? Will actually Gyökeres be the match decider? You never know. Let us see. Earlier today, moving on to City's game. City lost 2-0 to Spurs. That was a surprise for most people. Manchester City lost 2-0 to Spurs, the opening game of this weekend. Actually, that wasn't the opening game. Chelsea played yesterday. We're going to go to that soon. City lost at home to Spurs 2-0. And it was a very good game. Very good game. City played Pedro Porro at right back, Romero and Van de Ven in the centre back position, which is their starting centre back pairing for the past season and a half at least. Jet Spence comes in at left back for Udogi. Not sure if he's injured or was he on the bench? I think he's injured. Udogi has a knee injury, same as Bissouma, Kulusevski, Madison. Those are just some names of some players who tend to start. So Spurs have a good team. In their midfield, Paulina played with Bentancur and Sarr. Very good athletic midfield. Honorable mention to Sarr. I think he's underrated. Athletic player. Goes box to box, sniffing out danger, stopping danger. And then on the attacking end, I think Sarr is a good player. Today, who was on the bench for them that could have played in the midfield? Normally, they played Bergval as well in the midfield. He didn't play today. He was on the bench, he came on. Richards to start up top instead of Dan Malik Solanke. Obviously, I believe Richards is a better player. But the surprise for me was City. Played a starting lineup of Haaland up top with Shirky behind him, with Marmoush on the left and Bob on the right. Marmoush and Shirky didn't start in their opening game that they won. I was saying I expect to see Marmoush and Shirky coming into the starting lineup because obviously they are better players than Doku and who was the other player that played the opening game? Bob started again. Oscar Bob. Pep seems to like Oscar Bob. played him over Bernardo Silva. Again, Rangers played in midfield with Nico. Rangers scored in his opening game and assisted. Very good opening game. Was a bit underwhelming in this game, such as so was every Manchester City player. Diaz and John Stones in centre back, Nori and Rico Lewis. Now, Rico Lewis in at right back position is literally underwhelming. I know he has a lot of potential. I know he's good on the ball, but from Kyle Walker to Rico Lewis is a downgrade. Nuri, very good acquisition, came in from Bournemouth, was it? Wolves, came in from Wolves. Very good acquisition. Came off injured today. Came off injured. Hope he recovers well and comes back quickly. And James Trafford in the goal for City. Benching the City, Ederson was at fault today. By instruction, was at fault, so he cannot be blamed. His coach wants him to keep the ball, maintain composure as much as possible. Passes the ball into his midfielder, loses the ball, turnover to Spurs, and Paulina ended up scoring. So, City, I still expect City to do great things this season. They need to get the match together, get them synergy right. Shirky came off, and Marmoush. I think those are two of City better players. I still also believe that Erling Haaland is this is an unpopular opinion, a hindrance to City. You know, not as mobile enough, doesn't help City as how City is usually would be. But Spurs somehow season after season tend to put up a good fight against City. But I believe it's always down to City. Whether City plays to their optimum is City against City for me, in my opinion. 2-0 lost to Spurs. And Arsenal would be, let me look at the league table. Week number 2, the league table is completely irrelevant. I think Spurs would be up there after winning their first game 3-0, winning this game 2-0. They are in second place position. Chelsea in third. Chelsea won on the opening day of the season, of the second week. They played on Friday. Let me look at the result. Chelsea won 5-1, I think, against West Ham, away to West Ham at the London Stadium. Very good result without Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer didn't start. They started Esteval. New acquisition. Seemed to be a very good player. Typical left winger. Fast, quick, tricky player on the right wing. Trying to come in onto the left side. Very good player. Got the man of the match award, did he? No. Joao Pedro got the man of the match award, scoring. Actually, very attacking lineup. Joao Pedro playing behind Delap. Delap didn't score. Neto scored. Didn't watch the game. Caicedo and Fernandez scored from midfield. Chalaba scored. Chalaba played centre back with Tustin. A very new. That's not a centre back pairing I've seen. Chelsea tend to switch their centre back pairing up, even from last season when they had Badashiel and no Levi Colwell today. Last match they played a young centre back. I think he's 19. Didn't see him play today. Was he on the bench? Yes, he's on the bench. Akompau on the bench. I think he was very promising last season. And if all centre backs are well for Chelsea, I think him playing with Levi Colwell would be a very good centre back pairing. Athletic, strong, young, quick centre back pairing. You know, they have Andre Santos, the Brazilian, who came off the bench, did very well. Very well. They played Gittins, came off the bench. He's a new acquisition. Apparently, should be promising. No wonder why they want Garnacho, because Gittins wasn't even starting for his previous club, Borussia Dortmund. But Chelsea seems to just buy everybody and trying to play everybody. No, we're talking about a Chelsea team. Last season, Chelsea team had Joy Felix. They had Nkunku. Who else did Chelsea have? what's the name of their previous number 10, Mudric, who is Gittins better than Mudric? Not sure. They had Jackson. Is their number 9 no better than Jackson? Not in my opinion. Let me know, Chelsea fans, do you believe Delap is an upgrade on Jackson? Is Gittins an upgrade on Mudric? Is Estevao an upgrade on either Nkunku or Jao Felix? Definitely not, in my opinion. Estevao is a young player with a lot of promise, but is he an upgrade? Jao Pedro, a new signing, seems that he'll be a mainstay in their side. So a lot to expect from Chelsea. Last season top 4 finish. This season, can they go a level or two higher? Should expect that. Who else played? A couple other games played. Bournemouth and Villa. Bournemouth and Wolves ended 1-1. No, Bournemouth won that game 1-0. They both lost their opening fixture. So it was pivotal for one for both teams to get 3 points. Bournemouth was the team that did that. Villa lost to Brentford. I think Villa also lost their opening fixture. Let me just check. Did Villa lose their opening fixture? No, they drew 0-0 with Newcastle. So it was important for them to win, but they lost this game to Brentford. They went away to Brentford and they lost the game. No, Leon Bailey, as a Jamaican, that is noteworthy, went over to Roma. Unfortunately, I heard he got injured in a training session before he could even feature in a match game day. So that's very unfortunate. I hope Leon recovers and come fit and actually is able to come back and show what he can do. And Jamaica need him, the Reggae Boys need him, actually. So, yeah, which other game? Burnley won at home to Sunderland 2-0. Two newly promoted teams, championship vibes. That I'm sure that was an entertaining game. Burnley won 2-0 against Sunderland. Now, that was it for this Saturday's Premier League fixtures. Now, tomorrow is Sunday, and another set of games will be held. Crystal Palace up against Nottingham Forest, Everton home to Brighton, United goes to Craven Cottage to play Fulham, and to end it on Monday, Newcastle at St James's Park host Liverpool. That should be a cracking game with all the off the field situations. Isaac wanting to go to Liverpool, Newcastle not letting him go, Liverpool pushing for him, bid got rejected. Newcastle adamant that they're not gonna sell Isaac, definitely not before the Liverpool game. Definitely doesn't want to see Isaac playing against them. So very good game. Manchester United, big game for me tomorrow. Lost their opening game to Arsenal 1-0. Were the better team at home against Arsenal. However, they lost 1-0 to a set piece. So I'm looking forward to seeing Manchester United new signings, Cunha, Mbeumo. Looking forward to seeing Sesko. I hope that's the front three that we play. Ideally, I would want to see Meno. If you know, I'm gonna do a video on it. I have no doubt in Manchester United's coach and his intentions for the team, based on a lot of things, based on the players he seemed to like. If I see him start Mason Mount tomorrow, that's a big red flag again, because we have players like Mason Mount, we have players like Kobe Menu, who he seems to either don't know how to fit into his style or doesn't rate his game. And either way, if he doesn't rate his game, that's a red flag, because he rates player like Mason Mount. So red flag again, but I'm expecting Man United to come out tomorrow and win against Fulham at Fulham. Doesn't expect anything less. So tomorrow I'll give a full review on the games, the game 2 day of week 2, right? Manchester United will close that tomorrow off against Fulham. Crystal Palace plays home to Nottingham Forest. They lost Eze to Arsenal, who was in the stands today at the Arsenal game. A good player, good acquisition. And I think if Arsenal can implement Eze, Odegaard, and Declan Rice into their midfield, that's a formidable midfield lineup. I think if somehow they realize that Madueke is not it, and Havertz come back, I think by the end of the season, the cream will rise to the crop. I think Gyökeres, this is my opinion, maybe I'm just hoping, I think Gyökeres will not fulfill his potential at Arsenal. I still believe they're a better team with Kai Havertz up top. Why? Because Kai Havertz's style of play is what Arsenal thrived on. You know, controlling the possession, getting everybody in play. Even if it wasn't Kai Havertz up top, Arsenal normally play Merino, who similarly does what Kai Havertz tried to do. You know, be a more rounded frontline player, holding up the play, dropping off, coming into play, allowing Saka and Martinelli to push forward. So now with Madueke and Gyökeres, I'm expecting a different style of play from Arsenal. Not sure how long it will be for them to realize, but we will see. Alright, if you're still here, please click a like on the video. If you're new here, I am new here. British 876 Sports. We will be watching the Premier League games, the La Liga games, Serie A games, Bundesliga games, all the big games we will be reviewing. Rep in the comment section your team. Let me know which team you are representing for. Let me know where you're from. Don't forget to hit a like on the video. Watch the previous video. And see you in the next video. We will be doing a review of game 2, day 2 of week 2 of the Premier League, which is Sunday. The Sunday fixtures. Today we are reviewing the Saturday fixtures of game day 2. Tomorrow, Sunday, we will be reviewing those fixtures as well. So tune in to the video tomorrow. Click a like on the video. Please subscribe. See you there.